Hey everybody, Ben here for the Bonehead podcast, and we've got an unbox and review for you today. We are lucky enough to get our hands on some of the Blood Bowl 2020 Casualty dice from Charlie Victor. So this dice set comes with a D16 and a D6 custom built to make your injury rolls much quicker. They've even got a little asterisk here which helps you with niggling injuries too. Very useful. We've used these in game already and I absolutely loved them. The set also comes with some inducement cards which will be really useful to reference whether you've used something or not as well. So let's have a look. Let's take a close look at the set itself. We are going to put the dice aside for now and the reference card because we're going to save the best till last. Now, one very cool thing that this set comes with is these helpful inducement reminder sets. Okay, so you've got the team apothecary, you've got two traveling apothecaries, you've got a necromancer and a regeneration specialist, which is very useful if you consider the fact that obviously Nurgle can take one and undead can take them, and they're very different players. Now, one thing I do love about these cards is if you flip them over, you can see they've got alternate art with a phrase saying that they've been spent, basically. So this guy, I'm exhausted. This one here, ready to serve. Myself, actually a vampire with very lovely art, to be fair. Bjorn, ready. I'm wasted. There you go. You can see he gets super drunk. We've got waiting for death on the necromancer. Flip it over. Welcome to the team. We can see that we've used the guy, and a stitch in time saves 9. There we go. So very cool, very useful reference cards, right? You mark them that you're done. It's one less thing for you to manage or be aware of, which means you can focus more on what's going on the pitch. And if you are playing the game, that is actually incredibly useful. But this is the best thing I have seen yet. So we got these in the post the other day and immediately whipped them open and started using them. So if you're going to watch any of the Bonehead Championship, our game series that's going live real soon, you're going to see these featured, and in the very first game you're going to see them featured a lot. Alright, now we've come prepared for this. We've got Charlie Victor's Casualty dice. So Ian,
it would be my pleasure.
Let's go. Let's see what we get. What do we got?
It's an injury to movement, is that right?
It's a niggling injury.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Niggling injury, I'll take it. I don't have an apothecary, so I've got no choice. So you get a reference card and you get 2 dice. Now, casualties, injuries should we say, in Blood Bowl 2020 is done on a D16 with a follow-up of a D6 for your stat decreases. Now all you got to do now is roll this D16 here. Now you can roll them at the same time, you can roll this one second. Probably best to save that one to second, but you can see here we've got this dice, and on the dice you've got a whole bunch of results, and we've got this reference card. So BH is badly hurt, MNG missed next game, NI niggling injury, the big first aid cross, lasting injury. Okay, that's when you need to roll the dice. And then you've got the skull dead, which you will see in the YouTube series. This is so good, and I'll tell you what, before we move on, look how similar in design and colour it is to the red dice that come with the base set. I brought this up and did this video review and got halfway through it, and before I realised that I just grabbed the standard Games Workshop dice. So Charlie Victor done a great job there at kind of matching the dice up. And the other cool thing about these dice, which we do have to just show you, is that they've got little asterisks that are there for if you're hitting and hurting a player with a niggling injury. So we've got here, and this is from the Charlie Victor website, the array of symbols on the dice. And you can see there's a progression here. So we've got 6 badly hurt, 1's got an asterisk. We've got 3 miss next game, 1 with an asterisk, 3 niggling injury, 1 with an asterisk, and 2 permanent injury with an asterisk as well. Now that is for if you have a player with a niggling injury. So whichever result you roll, if that asterisk comes up and that player has 1 niggling injury, you level it up to the next one. So badly hurt would go to miss next game. If you roll a 9 here with the miss next game with an asterisk, that would go to a niggling injury. That one goes to permanent injury, and that one goes to death. So useful for those times where you're punching people who've already been punched pretty hard and they've got that niggling injury. If they've got 2 or more niggling injuries, you're going to have to find a different way to do it. But for 1, which is what you're going to end up with most of the time, that is a really quick way to just level up the carnage. But for most players, most of the time, and even with 1 guy has got a niggling injury, you roll the dice, badly hurt, fantastic, move on with my life. roll the dice, badly hurt. Fantastic, I'm doing very well at this. Niggling injury, there we go. So you do all these things, which is brilliant. However, if you roll that cross, the first aid cross, then you roll the second dice immediately and find out that whatever he was is now edge busted and also needs to be fired from the team. Unless there's a big guy, you can probably get away with it. This is, you don't need it, alright, you've got the charts, but this is one of the most useful things I have had for Blood Bowl in absolutely flipping ages. And we took it out, immediately started playing games with it, and it was just immediately useful. It's a really cool bit of Blood Bowl bling. It will come in handy in every single game. You don't need the chart, you just roll the dice and you know what's going to happen. This little assistant thing is really useful too, and they've got the proper numbers on there as well. So even if you don't want to use this, or if you need to, you've got +2 niggling injuries, you just roll this dice, you've got the numbers there as well. I was really impressed. It's really simple, but it is so useful. And there you have it. So I love this. This is just pure Blood Bowl bling. You don't need it, but it is incredibly useful, and I was so excited to get them onto the table. They got a lot of use. I got a death and I was very happy with it. It's the only skull I'm okay rolling, basically. You can pick up this set now on the website for £16, and it comes with the 2 dice and the card. So overall, it is awesome Blood Bowl bling. You don't need it, but if you are a keen Blood Bowl player, this is a really solid thing for you to pick up. If you fancy a treat for the month, if you just want to have something, if you're going to go to your league, it's something that you're going to be able to buy, use for every single one of your teams, and it's just going to make it more fun. It was cool having that little dice. When you guys watch the games, you'll see that actually it's a really cool. So, oh, get the injury dice. Let's see what we roll. Come on for the skull. It's just a very cool addition to the game, and it's a shame this wasn't incorporated by Games Workshop. Charlie Victor have nailed it with this product, and it just belongs in Blood Bowl. So if you're a Blood Bowl fan, pick up a set. If you're in the mood for a treat, this is a very good Blood Bowl spend for you. Like I said, you don't need it, but once you've got it, you will never want to be without it. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you want to have a look at the Charlie Victor products, we've got the links in the comments below. Please go give them a look, give them a follow, because their Blood Bowl bling is, quite frankly, just the best. Anyway, I'm going to disappear. Happy rolling. Thanks very much for watching. We really appreciate your support. If you want to support the show even further, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Or come and join us in our Patreon, link below, where you get early access to our content and monthly competitions. See you later.